Hey Patty, what are we making?
Guess what? Asparagus tart with prosciutto and cheese.
Oh wow, this is great. All right, how do we get started?
Okay. Well, what I've done, this is a sheet of puff pastry. Okay, you buy it in the regular grocery store. It's usually in the frozen food section. Take it out and defrost it in the package in the refrigerator.
Okay, but you still want it cold when you're working with it, right?
Still want it cold. You've got to kind of work with it a little bit fast. The warmth from your hands warms it up, and it's really hard to start working with it, cutting it.
Okay, well, it looks like you rolled it out already.
I rolled it out already on here. Put it in the put it on top of the parchment paper.
Okay.
And what I did is I cut a 1-inch strip. It's rolled out into a rectangle. I cut a 1-inch strip off the large ends and just set it on the side for now. Okay, and then what we're going to do next, we're going to use it, it's going to be like kind of the lattice top at the end.
Oh, great.
You got a fork and I got one. What we're going to do is we're going to go in about 1 inch and just go along and tying this with your fork. Okay. It's really pretty. It serves two purposes. Number one, it looks pretty, and it'll hold. You'll see when it starts to puff up, it'll kind of contain your olive.
Oh, okay, great. So I'll finish this, and what's next? I know there's a...
Yeah, and what we're going to do next, I've got a little egg wash here. Let me just refresh it a little bit. And we're just going to put this right on the edges. Gives them a nice little brown,
Oh, okay.
color. Not brown. Well, I say brown. I guess so. Light brown. Golden brown. Okay, just like that. Oops, that's okay if you do what I just did.
This looks great.
Yeah, it really is. It's really fabulous. And I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, it also has caramelized onions in it too.
Oh, great.
Okay, so if you would take that, like I said, put it right back in the refrigerator.
All right, I'll put this in the fridge, and then what?
And then let me show you what all the ingredients are I have here.
Okay, put that in the fridge. What do we do next?
Okay, great. Well, I laid everything out here so you can see.
Okay.
Of course, this is the asparagus. And what I did is, and I'm sure everybody knows this, but just in case you don't, when you buy it, you're probably wondering where to trim it.
Exactly.
Okay, take it, wherever it snaps, line it up, and then just cut it. You don't have to trim everywhere.
Great. Now, those are pretty long. Do you trim them down, you leave them whole like that, or do you cut them up, or is it just a personal choice?
It's a personal choice.
Okay.
You can leave them whole like this. It does look really pretty when you're cutting them. But I started lately cutting them like in thirds, because then when you go to cut it, everybody gets a little piece of everything.
And now that's ready to drop in the water.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to run back there and drop it in?
And
don't forget this guy.
I wanted to ask you, now, because they're so thin, how long are we cooking these for? This is only like a minute or two, isn't it?
Don't forget to put the salt in the water.
Right.
And then just drop them in, and it should come quickly back up to a boil.
Okay.
In just a minute or two. It's a little bit more than blanching, just so they're tender, not overcooked.
Now, when you take them out, do you tend to put them in a nice bath, or do you just cook them?
Yes, put them in a nice bath.
And what that does, I know it keeps the color green, but it also stops the cooking action, right?
Yep.
And that's important as well.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. I'll tell everybody what we got.
Great.
Okay, this is all the ingredients for the rest of the tart. This is the prosciutto that's sliced. This is fontina cheese, Parmesan, and these are the caramelized onions that I did. Okay, we're ready for the final step.
Great.
Here we are. We just took this out of the refrigerator.
Right.
Okay, and John, if you would like to start. These are the caramelized onions.
Okay. Just pour them on here and spread them around.
Pour them on there. Try to keep them nice within the edges. Within the edges. And here's the asparagus I did. I did opt to leave them whole today. Blanched them. And then because they were a little, like I was telling you, it depends on, sometimes they are a little woodier. I did cook them for about 3-4 minutes.
Oh, great.
Put them in an ice bath, shocked them, and now they're in here.
Okay. Well,
drained. They're all drained.
Arrange these. My hands are clean, but I wanted to get in there and move them around.
Very good.
So we're ready for the asparagus?
So we're ready for these if you want to help me. I just kind of start with the other end. I just lay them right. That is kind of pretty, though, when you go to do them like this. But as I said, you can do them either way.
Oh, this looks great.
It does look really cool, though. Oh, I know.
I love that.
And these were, yeah. And like I say, you just kind of lay them all out. It's the easiest thing you guys did, and it's such a wow factor for your guests when you bring it out. Great. And this is good. Actually, I think we might have a little too much here. Let's save these. Let's save these for an omelet.
There we go. What's next? The prosciutto?
Okay, yep, put the prosciutto
Just sprinkle it right on.
Just sprinkle it right on.
Oh my God, this looks great. This is only, believe it or not, it looks like a huge stack. It's only 3 ounces.
It's 3 ounces of prosciutto, and I believe 3 ounces of fontina. and a couple tablespoons of Parmesan.
All right. Well, while I'm doing this, why don't you follow up with it, Francina?
Okay. All righty.
And I'll grab the parm. Well, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
This looks great.
Isn't this fabulous? This is, I'm not kidding, this is great. I served this, I had this little ladies' luncheon thing.
Oh, I bet they loved it.
The ladies, I'm not kidding, it was gone. I made 2 of them, it was gone. It was entirely gone.
Oh, I believe it. Well, so once we get the cheese on here, you're just going to kind of make a lattice work of the pieces, right?
Yes.
That we set aside?
Yeah, Okay, that's good.
I will let you do that part because I haven't seen you do that.
Okay. And all you do really is you just take your pieces, go right along.
Oh, just do it right.
You know what you can do? Since I did move these out quite a bit when I rolled them out.
I see what you're doing.
You can just do this and measure them out. Stretch them out a little bit.
Ooh, can I put this on?
Yeah, and because I really did, they kind of, that is one thing they tend to do sometimes. They because they're cold again, they tend to shrink up a little bit.
No, I'm just going along the edge to make it go bit, to make it seal.
Yeah, just to grit right.
And then what, you're going to put more eggs on it?
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to
egg wash the whole thing,
egg wash the whole thing.
Oh my God,
and especially, believe it or not, it makes a little difference, you know.
Yeah, well, it gets golden brown and the puff pastry gets big. It's really beautiful when it's done.
It puffs up. And then what I also do when I take it out, when it's still warm, I do sprinkle a little more parm on there.
Oh, great.
Of course, you can never have too much cheese.
Right, this is fantastic. This goes in an oven for
about 4 1/4, about 20 minutes.
425, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Show you the finished product.
Alrighty.
Well, Patty, the pastry's fresh out of the oven. Look at how wonderful that
Smells fabulous. And what I'm going to do, my last little finishing touch.
To top it with more cheese?
Top it with a little, of course.
Can't go wrong with that.
No, everything's better with cheese.
Now this really is piping hot, so you don't serve it now. You let it set for just a minute?
No, you let it sit about 5 minutes. I mean, you know, just...
Cut it up and serve.
Yeah.
Enjoy.